So you have a sibling of yours that is so severely jealous and envious of you that it's not even funny, honestly. And this message has been weighing heavily on my heart to be released, and it's not going to go away until I say it. Okay? And the thing is, you know how sometimes people like to try to gaslight and say, oh, well, it's not jealousy, it's not envy, that's not the case at all. Like, okay, yeah, but in this particular case, it is. And the thing about it is, your sibling is the one that really ruined the dynamic that the two of you have. They are the one that put in a lot of more effort and damage to tarnishing the relationship that you all have. So I'm not saying the relationship between the two of you is broken because it's entirely your fault, because a lot of things that have happened, you have done some things to this sibling as well. You have said some things that are rude. You have gone toe to toe with them. But really, a lot of this is coming from the fact of, this sibling despises you. And whenever this sibling is around trying to be all kind to you, be buddy buddy, smile and laugh in your face, you know that this person is not genuine. And you really and this person has done a lot, so you really don't really want them around because they trigger you. Their presence triggers you. So, and even if they do some things like reactive abuse and you go off, that's another reason as to why, like, you have, done some things too. Because we're not saying that it's entirely their fault and you are completely innocent, like you haven't done anything at all. That's not what we're saying here either. We're saying that both have played a role in this relationship. However, we have to face reality and stand on the fact that because of this sibling's envy and jealousy, they have ruined the relationship that you all can have because they cannot get past their own jealousy. Now listen, it's okay if there's a little bit of healthy sibling rivalry where the relationship between the two of you is still very close and you guys have a bond, you guys have love. But the thing is, it's to a point where there is more envy and jealousy that this sibling has towards you that overpowers and trumps the love that they have for you. How it's supposed to be is that your siblings are supposed to have so much love for you that they really are not supposed to have so much jealousy and envy where where it overpowers the love. It's not supposed to be that way. Your siblings are supposed to have so much love for you that even when you see them or they see you succeeding in something in your life, they are supposed to love you and care about you and support you to a point where they love you too much to let their envy and jealousy get the best of them. They can put their own personal feelings aside to celebrate you, to uplift you, to be here to support you. But this sibling cannot do that. And the major thing that they are dealing with is envy and emotional immaturity. Because had this person have emotional maturity, they would be able to see past their own pain or put their pain aside and be there for you. They would not allow their pride to get in the way. They would not allow their lack of accountability of their true envy and jealousy. They wouldn't be in denial about that. They wouldn't let their lack of accountability be the one thing that's preventing you all from moving forward, because they're refusing to acknowledge what is tarnishing your relationship to begin with. And it's to a point where it's just so ridiculous how much this person envies you and how jealous they are of you, because jealousy is very dangerous. And it's gotten to a point where they have been in a dangerous mindset. They have done some things that could have been potentially very dangerous. They are in a point where they are dangerously jealous of you to a point where you're not 100% sure what they are truly capable of and what they could possibly do to you if they react on impulse. if they allow themselves to lose control and they allow themselves to just react without thinking, where things can go very dire. There have been plenty of time, like, think of Cain and Abel. Cain had dangerous jealousy toward Abel, to a point where he plotted, planned, and schemed to take his brother out there with him into the woods where no one was going to see or hear them, so that Cain can do what Cain wanted to do to Abel and Cain would not get caught. This is the type of energy and jealousy that this sibling has towards you. That's why it's such a pressing issue that I have to get this out to you, to let you know that you need to be made aware is the first thing. Made aware and warned. We'll get into made aware first. You need to be made aware how deep-seated this envy and jealousy is, because it's gotten to a point where it doesn't even matter that you and this person are siblings. They have jealousy towards you like some bitch off the street that they don't even fucking care for. That's the point that it's reached. And your love for your sibling, and you like, this is my sibling, we're family, we have the same blood, we share parents. Maybe you share one parent, maybe you share both parents, because it's different. But you would allow your love for them to not see them as they truly are. Like, you would see the good in them, but you would not be willing to see all of the bad that comes with them. Like, you would be willing to kind of like bypass it, but you need to know this for sure, how dark these person's thoughts have gotten about you, how dangerous this is. And warning comes before destruction. I'm not saying that destruction is going to happen to you. However, it's saying to be aware and to be warned on why you need to keep this person away from you at arm's length, why you need to keep this person at a social distance, because of the potential possibility of how dangerous it can get. This is a person that you need to not even trust with your life. And I have to be the one to say this. I have to be the one to say that this is somebody that you cannot even trust with your life. You have to trust yourself. You have to choose you. Okay, now that we got the anxiety part out of the way, let's break it a little down even further of why they have led this relationship to your detriment, you all's detriment, where their envy, every single time they get jealous of you, it's like they're lighting a match and they're burning part of that bridge. And the more times that they act upon that envy and it turns into jealousy, and they act upon that jealousy, they're lighting that match again on the bridge and burning more of that bridge. The more that they gossip and slander you behind your back and is backstabbing you, they're lighting that bridge some more. The more that they go out of their way to try to sabotage you and ruin opportunities for you, or they try to start up smear campaigns and spread lies about you to the family, or they try to turn other people in your family against you, every single time they do something like that, it's burning the bridge even more. And it's to a point where it's very disgustingly disturbing how much contempt they have for you. It's like there are family members or friends of theirs that they have gone to talk shit about you to them. And these people that your sibling has talked shit about you to, these people have lost so much respect for this person. It's almost like they see how disrespectful this sibling was being. They don't even respect your sibling as much as they used to anymore, because they're seeing exactly the type of things that they're doing and they're capable of, and they're looking like, why are you doing this when this is your sister, this is your brother? Like, have you forgotten that this is your actual sibling? Do you sometimes not, like, do wires get crossed in your brain that you forget that this person is your blood relative, this blood sibling? You all have the same parents or parent. Do you forget that at some point? That this person's gonna be around your life for the rest of your life because y'all are siblings, and you're not supposed to be acting like that towards them? Does that ever register? And it's like they are so lost in their envy and jealousy that it doesn't register. They don't care. They don't give a fuck, because they've stopped seeing you as their sibling. They are just seeing you as a target of jealousy. as a target of envy. And because they couldn't get past their own jealousy, the type of abuse and bullying that they put you through ruined your relationship because you no longer trust them and want to be around this person because of how horrible they treat. Okay, part two to the thing about your very envious, jealous sibling. I ran out of time. But anyway, they have definitely ruined the relationship that you two had and could have potentially have because of how horrible that they have treated you. Now, this sibling has been so envious of you that they want you to suffer in the same ways that they have suffered in their life. So you know how usually as when a sibling, like when you have loving siblings and one sibling goes through a traumatic situation, because they love their siblings so much, they're like, I don't even want you to have to go through that. If I had to go through it so that you wouldn't have to, I'm okay with that because I know that I can handle it. I don't want you to have to go through that. That's kind of how you are towards your siblings. Even towards this one, they feel so much contempt towards you. And that's what loving siblings feel towards each other, you know? But it's to a point where they are so lost in how much contempt that they feel for you. They are so lost in their envy towards you. They are so lost in their jealousy that they lost themselves. They lost their consciousness. They lost their morale. They lost their moral compass. Because the way that people deal with jealousy and envy is that they keep doing things to, come on, spirit, they keep doing things to fuel their envy. This is things like stalking your social media obsessively, continuing to watch your posts, watch the things that you watch, videos you make, watch pictures that you put out there, read some of your tweets or watch your stories, whatever social media platforms that you have. For some of you with Snapchat, they want to sit there and because they want to sit there and watch your every move. This is the type of person where they constantly watch your life and they constantly are getting fueled by the envy that they have, but they're feeding that envy because when a person has a lot of jealousy, and envy is natural, but when it turns into deep-seated envy and it's jealousy at that point, that's a demonic spirit that has attached to them. And what people do is, in order for people to feed, like that spirit, that demon is hungry, it's craving, wanting food, it wants nutrients. It wants nutrients. So it's like that those demons are attached to them. It's like, feed me, feed me. And when the demons want to be fed, they're going to be fed by what's going to fuel those feelings. They want to be fed with envy. They want to be fueled with envy. So it's like the demons get in control of these people, and it's like, go stalk their social media, go look at what they're doing, go watch their stuff, go ahead and watch what they're doing. Look at how successful they are, look at how happy they are, look at how healed they are, look at how much they are living, look at how attractive they are. Look at how much fun they're having. Look at the people in their life. Just constantly watching your life and getting even more envious the more that they look at it. But it's like to a point where they cannot stop looking at it because they have to feed that fuel. They have to fuel that envy. Because they either have to fuel the envy or confront the envy. Confronting the envy is them actually being real with themselves and saying, you know what? Yes, I am jealous of them. I am envious of them. Once they face it, once they confront it, once they are honest with themselves and they have taken accountability, at that point, that demon no longer has as much power and control over them, because the demon will be dismantled by truth. The more that a person lies to themselves, the more that a demon has a strong hold on a person. The more that people lie to themselves about things that they have done in their past, the lies that they tell themselves introduce themselves to the devil, to the demons. The more that they lie to themselves about, no, I'm not jealous of them, no, I'm not envious of them, the more of a stronghold that demon, hear me spiritually when I'm telling you, hear me with your third eye, the more that demon is latching onto them, feeding onto them. Because basically demons want to conquer. They want to destroy. They even want to destroy the people that they are using. That's how demons feed off of. They feed off of that low vibration. So when people are lying, when people are being dishonest, when people are in denial, they feel shame. That is a low vibration, and the demons feed off of that. And they cause the envy to grow stronger and the jealousy to grow stronger. That's why it seems that this person's jealousy and envy has not subsided. It has not decreased. It has not dwindled. It has not shrunken. It has not changed. It has remained the same. It has remained consistent, and it has also gotten worse for some of you. Is because of that stronghold that the demon has over them, because they are in such denial, because they don't want to admit to themselves how they truly feel about you. The more that they lie to themselves about the fact that like they're not envious, they're not jealous, the more that they are lying to themselves, the more they are avoiding themselves from facing this demon, conquering this demon, and defeating that demon. Okay? And what I'm saying to you spiritually is that those demons, they do not care who you are, they will still attack. It does not matter if in the earthly realm you all are blood siblings. In the spiritual realm, that is a demon that is jealous of somebody. That is a jealous demon that operates in jealousy. And demons come to steal, kill, and destroy. That's exactly what they're going to do. And so if they can't steal your joy, they can't steal anything from you. If they can't steal your joy, if they can't kill your joy or kill your peace, they'll come and try to destroy something, you know? So because of the demonic attachments that this sibling has to themselves, to their soul, to their person, to their vessel, this is what is causing the relationship dynamic between the pair of you to go so awry and to go so, just go completely left and to get so much worse over the course of time. Because they are refusing to be real with themselves about how they feel. Now, believe me, they even have people in their life that has called them out on it and has told them, like, you know what, the way that you talk about them, the way that you treat them, you are envious of them. You are jealous of them. Other people can see it because that's how salient, that's how obvious it is. But they don't want to, but this sibling does not want to admit it to themselves because they are lying to themselves. When you get into a point where a person is lying to themselves, it's difficult for them to get out of that situation. And they would rather get lost in their own sea of lies. Thank you, Spirit. They would rather drown in their lies than to float up to the surface speaking their truth. So if a person is willing to drown in their lies, they're willing to destroy themselves in the process than actually be honest with themselves. And this is the type of person where they're like, if I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna take you with me. And they like to take the person down with them that they are the most jealous of. So I'm telling you, as like, look at me as like your cousin that has observed you and your siblings dynamic. And I'm just sharing my wisdom, and I'm just sharing like, hey, listen, you need to keep that sibling at a distance. If you don't contact them, then continue to not contact them. If you have them blocked on your phone, continue to keep them blocked. If you are no longer living up under the same roof, wonderful. Wonderful. That's great. That's what there's, yeah. But if this sibling ever comes around, whenever this sibling comes around, it's best for you to keep your distance. It's best for you to keep your distance, and it's best for you to be aware of how nasty this sibling is, because you never know what they could be capable of. They could be having a very demon-fested day where that demon is controlling a lot of their behaviors, and you don't want to be caught alone with this person when there are no other witnesses around, there are no other people around. You don't want to be caught alone with them because they have the potential to get impulsive and react off of their emotion, and they could turn violent, is what I'm saying. They could turn very aggressive. They could do some damage. They could cause some harm. And I'm saying this to warn you, to prevent you from being traumatized, from being hurt, from being caught up in some type of drama, to be caught up in some type of conflict or brawl or fight. For you to protect yourself and protect your life, you need to keep them away from you because they have not gotten over their envy and jealousy towards you. And lastly, I'll say this again, that they have ruined the relationship that you two have because of how abusive they have been to you, where they have been done so many things that it's like they cannot even come back from it. You cannot even come back from it. And it wasn't supposed to be this way. But because of their lack of self-love within themselves, and because they don't have a strong self-esteem, they allowed this envy to and jealousy to overpower them to a point where it has completely consumed them. Stay away.